All right, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me. Exciting day. I am in that little clip you might have saw some jars of honey. It's true, I have my first harvest. I'm so excited. Way to go, girls. Good job. First year beekeeping. I got my bees, as all of you know, April 13th. Today, July 3rd and 4th. I'm finishing up on the 4th. I did 3 frames out of my FlowHive. Extremely excited. I still have 3 frames to go. One is capped and totally ready, and my 2 outside ones are capped all the way except for the very back. But they're so close, I can taste it. This honey is from the black locust. We have a lot of them in my area, and it is so clear. I was blown away with how clear it was. As you see it coming out, I was actually a little worried that I might have tapped into it too soon. It came out so fast, so thin. But I ran the hydrometer after I jarred everything up, and this first batch was 18.5%, and the very next frame that I did today, I did 2 frames today, and they were both right at 17.5 and 18%. So well within the threshold of under 20%, so I'm pretty happy about that. And man, oh man, does it taste good. I was blown away with the difference in taste of it. From coming from a black locust, which I have really, it causes a lot of my seasonal allergies. I would have never guessed that something that is the bane of my existence is actually delightful when it's turned into honey. So good. And in my morning tea, totally different tea. Changed everything. It's a game changer. Extremely happy with how this turned out. I don't know if you've been counting the jars, but they are actually filling up real time. I have sped nothing up on the film. Here in a little bit, when it starts slowing down, I fade out into when it's just about full. But that right there is legitimately how fast the jars were filling up. Crazy fast. These are little 8-ounce jars. I'm going to do quart jars of my last 3 probably, but I wanted some little gift jars so that I could hand out to some of the folks in the area, my neighbors who've been so kind to not use pesticides and who were a little trepidatious about me having beehives and have totally don't even realize that I do now. So they've been great. So a little thank you to them, and a thank you to some of my friends in the area. So hope you like what you see. This little jar, a little different than the hexagon jars I was using. This one's for my mom. Mom's getting a jar. Mom's probably gonna get several jars, but this will be the first jar. So yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of folks saying that I would not get honey my first year, and I have legitimately got a box of honey already capped, 8 frames capped and ready for them for winter. I pulled 2 frames, put them aside for spring, and they've already drawn out, filled, and capped those 2 frames as well. So plenty of honey, and they've gone on and filled this flow. So incredible nectar flow happening right now. Talked to some of the mentors in the Beekeepers Association that I'm in, and they said it is not stopping anytime soon, that I will probably refill my FlowHive in the next 2-3 weeks. So I'll keep you posted on that, because that's extremely exciting as well. Man, other than that, enjoy the video. You can see it's starting to slow down here. I actually, at this point, I was thinking that I I was gonna wait to open another frame, and totally decided to do it. So I ended up tapping into the third frame. The first frame, you can see to the left of the tube right here, is already empty. I did that one on the third. I did it in the evening time. Aaron's sister, niece, and nephew were in, and they were getting ready to fly out early morning of the 4th. So we did an evening harvest, and it didn't show up really well on film. I should have had better lighting. I may edit some of that and add it in a future video, but I really wanted my first harvest to actually be seen. So we'll see what I can do as far as editing last night's stuff. But everything was so cool. The bees, as you can see, I have not been accosted by any bees. No yellow jackets either, which is surprising. We do have yellow jackets this year. I have some yellow jacket traps up. I have taken out several yellow jacket queens, which has not hurt my feelings. But these girls did not come around back to see what was going on. In fact, there was some honey leakage at the very end that ended up down below, and they didn't even go after that. I scooped some of it up and set it on the landing board, and then they slurped it up, but they really weren't interested. So no robbing going on, no crazy bees, no crazy bee activity. It was very mellow, very cool. As you can see, I just put that second tube in, and getting ready to tap into that bad lad. Overall, super exciting, great experience. Had a blast with this and looking forward to more. My Langstroth is, I don't know if I've talked about that in a while. I put a video together and I don't think I posted it. My second hive, actually they did not swarm, but the queen went away. I don't know if they kicked her out, if they disposed of her, or what happened, but I was queenless for a little while, and I put a new queen in about a week ago. There is fresh larvae, fresh eggs, and the beginnings of some capped brood. So she is actually doing her job. They have not kicked her out, so that's cool, and the hive actually seems to be starting to be active again. So I'm a little excited about that. I probably will not see honey from them. At this point, I'm really just trying to get them built up so they have enough stores for themselves for winter. And the funny thing is this flow that I'm getting all the honey from was my package bees from April 13th, and the Langstroth that is weak was my nuke hive. So completely role reversal of what you would think you'd get when you've got two different kinds of bees coming in. But yeah, this hive here that you're looking at completely blown the doors off of all of my expectations this year. And we're still early. The nectar flow is booming. The girls are out in force every single day. It's been really exciting to watch how fast. You saw my June 16th video, and then transitioned into June 24th a week later, and it was full of honey, and literally a week after that it was almost capped, and then by July, well, the beginning of July, yesterday and today, all of the frames are capped with the exception of the outside through the view windows. Those are the only ones. Everything else has been completely capped. So super happy with the progress, super happy how non-invasive this is. A friend of Aaron's actually came up. She's a veterinary doctor, and she has a few hives in her back field that that she's got a beekeeper keeping them there for her, and she gets to go out and observe that. And she's seen how invasive the normal process is. And I showed her this, and she was blown away. And I explained that you still got to do your normal inspections and pull frames and move boxes and that kind of stuff. But as long as you're careful, bees don't get riled, bees don't get squished. Yeah, and she was super impressed. So she may be looking into something like this in the future herself. So super exciting, super happy with the overall turnout of everything. So it's been a fun journey so far. I appreciate all of you that have joined me on this journey. I know my video editing is a little better than it was at the beginning. Still not up to some standards, but I'm getting there. Thanks for all the support. You guys have been great. Man, been a blast. Been having a lot of fun. This is definitely my new zen, if you will. I find more peace and relaxation just sitting out here drinking my coffee or my tea and watching these girls work and how fast they work. It's just been amazing. You can see the honey's really slowing down now. I did not pull the tubes. I just let them drain as long as they could, filling things up. And then I didn't uncap another frame. I still haven't uncapped another frame actually. So waiting for those outside frames to finish up and be all the way in the back, and then I'll probably do all 3 of those in one day, and I'll definitely get that on video too. But again, thanks everyone for watching. It's been a blast. I know I've said that, probably tired of hearing it, but so exciting. Thanks everyone that supports and continues to watch and listen to me drone on. Hope you're finding some enjoyment, as much enjoyment out of it as I am. Yeah, it's been fantastic. Now you'll see that here in a second, my Osmo, I had been filming literally over an hour. Not that it literally took that long to fill, to empty out 2 frames. Most of it was just video on the outside and around the hives and watching the bees on the landing board. Then finally I got to extracting, and yeah, after about an hour it did that. It just decided to give Flo a good shout out and finish up the video with that. So with that, I say thanks again. There's the jars of honey that I got. Hope you guys have a great day. Take care.